functions of the United States government is to establish and maintain diplomatic relations with other countries. In every friendly and civilized nation in the world, there is an American embassy or legation. Whether it is Paris or Cairo, Shanghai, or any other remote outpost, the most reliable and confidential means of communication is the courier service. Armed only with his passport, the courier, like a global postman, delivers the top secret dispatches of our government.
Name?
Stephen McQuinn,
Profession?
diplomatic courier.
Mr. McQuinn, Stepanos McQuinn, welcome. So your travels brought you once more to Athens.
Yes, and again to Nikos Tavern, which is practically the same thing.
But you are alone. Are there no more pretty girls in Athens?
Oh, hundreds. That's just the trouble, Nikos. I'm beginning to feel like a sailor. For once, I'd like to say hello to the same girl I said goodbye to last trip.
These moods pass very quickly.
Hey, I've seen that girl before. Now, where the devil was it?
Well, maybe she remembers.
You're a wise man, Nikos. I beg your pardon. I'd be embarrassed to use such an approach, except it happens to be true. I have seen you before. Do you speak English?
Yes, rather well, I've been told.
I'm Stephen McQuinn, a United States diplomatic courier.
My name is Celia Funder.
Celia Funder. That doesn't seem to help me much. Well, we can either run down a list of mutual friends, or I can retire in confusion, if you wish.
Oh, no, please, Mr. McQuinn, don't be embarrassed. I'm sure we have met somewhere before. I would invite you to sit down, but someone is joining me soon.
Of course. Excuse me, please.
Certainly.
She didn't remember either.
No?
I've talked to her. She's not Greek.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down much. She's a charming young lady, Nikos.
She's a sad young lady. For 3 days, she comes here at the same hour and waits and waits and waits. For whom?
How are you, Daddy?
Terence.
So he finally came.
Yeah, the end of a beautiful romance.
I have come such a long way to be with you. You do not
Yes.
seem at all glad to see me.
Well, to tell you the truth, you come at a very awkward moment. You see, I've been given a frightfully important job to do. But another 24 hours should see me out of it.
But I cannot stay on past the weekend. Terence?
Yes. I've got to go along now, darling.
Must you? But you just came.
I know. I'll get a message to you in the morning. What's your address?
92 Sophocles Street in Koloniki. But Terence, we have so little time.
I know, but be a good girl and don't argue with me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I trouble you for a light, old man?
No trouble at all.
Thank you very much.
object to the privacy of the alley?
Discretion, by all means. Is that it?
1 million drachma. It is very much money, Mr. Holden.
In pounds, it doesn't seem quite so much. And it'll keep you out of prison. It's the price of freedom for both of us, after a fashion.
And in return, I shall expect to receive all the evidence you have gathered against me. You understand? All of it.
The entire file is inside. Now I should like you to understand something. 3 months ago, my superiors assigned me to halt the black marketing in drugs. Tomorrow, I shall report to British intelligence. Mission accomplished.
I think I would have more respect for you, Mr. Holden, if you had arrested me.
Live and let live, I say. But if your operation should continue after tonight...
You are neither an honest man nor an honest criminal. You are without a conscience, Mr. Holder, so you deserve no consideration.
Go after her now, Stefanos. Be gentle and kind. She's every inch a lady. She's well versed.
You've been so busy promoting a romance, you've missed the main attraction.
Is he hurt badly?
He's unconscious. Better call an ambulance.
The young lady should be informed.
The hospital will call her.
It would be much kinder from you. I have taken a great feeling for her. Every evening she comes in, we talk. Oh, Stefanos, I tell you, she's unparalleled. If I were to pick a girl for you, she would be one.
Well, she couldn't have a better reference. But I don't know where to find her.
92 Sophocles Kolenica. If you go to her, you could return this.
Thank you.
Terence, you should... Oh, I'm sorry. I heard the music, and I thought... It's Mr. McQuinn, isn't it? Oh, you do remember? Barbara Nikos?
Oh, Nikos, of course. The name is on the tip of my tongue. Celia Fonda?
Oh, how nice of you to remember. And how is dear old Father Nikos?
Nikos is fine. But your friend has had some trouble.
Terence? But... Well, Maudie, Mr. McQuinn, this is Maudie.
As I was saying, it happened right after you left the taverna. Taverna?
Yes, I went there for a cup of coffee. I left some phonograph records behind, and Mr. McQuinn was kind enough to bring them to me. Thank you so very much for your thoughtfulness.
No trouble at all.
If there was some way we could repay you, but perhaps you will not be in Athens long.
No, I'm leaving tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Good night, Mr. McQueen.
Good night, sir. Miss Fonda?
Good night. Mr. McQuinn.
Yes?
Do you know Athens well? The places to see, I mean.
Well, have you visited the Acropolis? I think everyone should see the Acropolis by moonlight. The moon should be up by 10 o'clock.
I shall put it on my itinerary. do seem to keep running into each other, don't we?
Must be destiny. I hope I didn't say too much in front of your friend.
Oh, no. It is just that Mordecai must not know that Terence is in Athens. Mordy's a dear, but he just would not approve.
Is Mordecai a relative?
Oh, no. He's my guardian. Does that sound terribly old-fashioned?
A little.
Even my family does not approve of Terence. They think he's unstable. He drinks too much. He drives too fast. He has gambled away most of the family fortune. I suppose I shall have to get over him one way or the other. Have you ever had to do that, Mr. McQuinn?
Yes, several times. It's not easy.
I know. How does one go about it? Start a flirtation with someone else?
It's as good a way as any.
And will you offer your services, Mr. McQuinn?
Well, I don't think you're in the proper mood.
No. I'm sorry. I did not mean to be facetious. That's the way it should be, shouldn't it? So simple, so uncomplicated. A soldier kissing his girl by moonlight.
They're blessed by Venus.
It has been a very long time since I have been kissed. I think you had better tell me about Terence, Mr. Stephen McQuinn. What sort of trouble is he in this time?
Well, he was involved in a scuffle. He was jumped by a couple of thugs in an alley.
He is not harmed.
Well, he took a beating. He's in the hospital.
Oh, please, I must go to him. He will take me to the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm such a nuisance.
Not to me. Come on.
Do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to see Mr. Terence Holden. What room is he in, please?
He is in room 26, first door to the right.
Thank you. Stephen, will you wait for me?
Sure.
May I, Mr. McQuinn?
Oh, thank you. You know me?
Personally, no, but I know who you are. I've seen you many times at the American Embassy. I'm Major Cesar, British Intelligence.
Good Lord, Celia. How on earth did you get here? Never mind. We'll have to talk about it later. I've got to get away now.
Yes, of course.
It's not safe for me here, darling. I'll give you all the dreary details in the morning.
But it...
Don't worry. It's all part of the job.
Of course. Please excuse me for bursting in.
Mr. McQuinn, I'd like to speak to you in confidence. Young Horton was investigating the black market in relief supplies. Knowing that much, can you think of anything pertinent?
I didn't know the Greeks were still getting supplies.
Oh, yes, indeed. The political situation still needs shoring up. A lot of drugs have been diverted. It's a very nasty business. Very nasty.
Miss Fonda, may I introduce Major Seeger of British Intelligence?
How do you do?
How do you do?
Will you excuse me?
Certainly.
Everything all right?
Oh, everything is fine. Terence is quite recovered. As a matter of fact, he's leaving the hospital. A young lady came after him.
Uh-huh. I think I'd better buy you a drink. How about Bob or Nikos again? Or would you rather go someplace else?
Bobo Nikos is an excellent choice. After all, it's our place, isn't it? Stephen, if we only have tonight, if we never see each other again, we will make it something to remember always, won't we?
Sure. How about back to the Acropolis for a start?
Mordy.
My dear girl, the car is out in front. Please wait for me there.
Mordy, please. I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm so dreadfully sorry.
Aren't you overplaying the stern guardian role?
It is not from choice, I assure you. I have known her since she was a little child. Mr. McQuinn, I can only assume that you have not recognized her.
I knew I'd seen her before, but I couldn't place her till right now.
Yes, she is Princess Anne.
Yeah. I've seen her picture so many times, she should have recognized me. I wish I'd known sooner.
Believe me, I understand your feelings, but I am sorry, Mr. McQuinn.
Stephen.
Brought your case back. You ought to be more careful about leaving your property around.
Stephen McQuinn. We have met before, haven't we?
Yes, only you had the advantage over me. You knew my name, Princess. Celia Fonda. Did you make that up all by yourself?
Fonda is Morty's name. However, my family does call me Celia. I didn't have to borrow my first name. I have plenty of my own. Princess Anne, Teresa, Catherine, Cecilia, Frankenthaler. You did not know I was so rich in name. I'm sorry. If poor old Morty should see us.
Don't worry, he won't. I made sure he left the house before I came in.
You must not think badly of Morty, Stephen. He would do anything in the world for me. But my family.
Do they know where you are?
Of course. They all agreed that poor Celia should go to sunny Greece for a long rest. Incognito, naturally. I was very deceitful, Stephen. I did not tell them that Terence was here also.
Have you heard from him yet?
No. Neither has Major Seeger. The Major was here this morning. He's quite worried, Stephen. You see, Terence was collecting all sorts of secret information. Now that, too, has disappeared.
The Major told you that?
Yes. He thought perhaps Terence had given something to me for safekeeping. I thought of that. I have played these records over and over and over again. But there is nothing on them but gypsy music.
Just music, no lyrics.
No. But as you see, they are not proper records. I mean the kind you buy in shops.
There's nothing in the album either, I suppose.
Nothing at all.
Well, this is an acetate cutting. The regular kind of pressed from a master record.
Does this mean something?
Well, not very much. Holden probably had some transcriptions made for his own use, or for yours. He has other transcriptions, possibly with words. The recording company might know about that.
Oh, pardon, Stephen. Mr. Bodyguard is on his way. Very well.
Anything wrong?
Morty is coming.
Well, I'll go quietly. Oh, do you want me to check on the recording company?
I wish you would. I've been so terribly worried. Why do you do all this for me?
Might take a long time to explain.
I will go with you. Today is my last day of freedom. Morty is making arrangements for us to go home. Come, we will leave by the servants' entrance.
Good morning. We thought you might be able to tell us about one of your customers, Terence Holden.
Δεν έχω ιδέα για ποιον μου μιλάτε. Σας παρακαλώ φύγετε.
He had some transcriptions made here. We know that.
Δεν ξέρω απολύτως τίποτε.
Stephen, the young lady and I met at the hospital. I do hope you understand English. My Greek is very poor, and Mr. McQuinn does not understand it at all. What is your name, my dear?
Yolande.
Yolande. Isn't that a beautiful name, Stephen?
Oh, yes.
Where is Terence now?
I don't know.
But surely you know whether or not he's all right. We've been so terribly worried.
I drove him to a taverna. He said he had left some records. I asked the waiter, but he said they hadn't been found. Then we drove a little while longer. Terence got out and walked away. And that's the last I saw of him.
Celia.
Excuse me, please.
Χαίρετε. Τι θέλετε παρακαλώ?
Είμαι ο γιατρός Ελιάνος, ο γιατρός του κυρίου Χάλτον.
Ναι.
Με παρακαλώ.
He says he is Dr. Alianos. He is Terence's doctor.
Ο κύριος Χάλτον είπε πως είχε αφήσει πλάκες εδώ και πρέπει να είναι εδώ.
What's he saying?
Δεν έχεις άλλο δεμάτιο να δεις?
Something about the records.
That does it. Let's find Major Seeger. Maybe we can get out this way.
Ο κύριος Χάλτον είπε πως θα είναι πλάκες εκεί.
You can wait here, please.
Thank you. Alden made some recordings of gypsy music. Celia played them all, and there's nothing on them but music.
Mm-hmm. No unusual marks.
Not that you can see. It just occurred to me that no one would think of looking underneath a label.
Well, that's a thought. Why don't we have a look? No writing under the label. Wait a minute. Very clever. Some additional grooves under the label. Shall we see what tune it plays?
Well, it's your show. Eight sides and all. Fella could store quite a bit of information in those few tracks.
Yes, indeed. A very neat hiding place if anyone was trying to steal it from him.
Of course I can deliver 4,800 grams of oromycin on January the 18th.
But why have you increased the price?
The slight increase pays off the British intelligence.
Elianos?
Yeah.
Excellent protection, I would say. I guess I will have to pay it.
That's the purchaser, Rostimi.
Well, put them all together, should make pretty good listening.
Yes. January the 18th. That's 3 months ago.
Now we know why he didn't report it.
Mm-hmm. Young Holden was selling out. We suspected him for a long time. And this confirms our suspicions. Oh, hello, Major. What are you doing here? Oh, I was worried about you, Terry. Mr. Holden, Mr. McQuinn. Hello.
How do you do?
I thought that the princess might know what had happened to you.
Gypsy folk music. Celia's crazy about it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Is this what you're looking for, Terry? You see, we found the grooves under the label. You were selling out, weren't you?
Now, look here, Major. I told Elianos he had to get out of the business. I'd have seen to it he did, too.
You weren't going to do your duty and expose him?
Well, I thought he was quite a decent chap. I was wrong, of course, but I didn't see any harm in giving him a chance.
For a price, naturally. Could he really pay enough to make that worthwhile?
Well, I didn't really need very much. Just a few £1,000, and I'd have been a queen's consort in time. It costs money to be Mr. Frankenthaler.
I know the Princess Holden. It wasn't money you needed.
Goddess of love. I think you're ever so nice. You're here all the time, just waiting for a soldier to come along and kiss his girl. But it doesn't have to be a soldier, does it? And it can happen to any girl, can't it?
Even to a princess.
Stephen, I thought you'd left Athens.
At midnight.
Why did you not come back to Baba Nikos?
I'm always saying goodbye to someone. This time I thought I'd save it for Venus. She'll be here when I come back.
And I will be gone.
I'm sorry about Holden.
I am sorry for him. I got over him much sooner than I expected. Now I shall only have to get over you. I must, you know. shall remember you as long as I live. Will you think of me sometime?
I'm afraid I will.
Stephen, for this one last little moment, may I just be a girl who gets kissed in the moonlight?